Hello, this is Dr. Beth Cudney, and in this video we're going to be talking about force field analysis. Force field analysis is a quality tool that's used by process improvement teams to analyze the forces that are either going to help or aid the team or hinder a team or the organization from achieving a specific objective. From a process improvement standpoint, force field analysis is commonly used to help identify those forces or those factors within an organization that are going to help them move forward with their process improvement efforts, or what might hold them back from being able to fully achieve their goals. By understanding this information, it helps a team to develop contingency plans or communication plans to make sure or help them move forward. With a force field analysis, we're looking at making a change within our process, and we want to understand what's going to help us make that change and what's going to hinder us from making that change. When you do this, you've got something that you're trying to accomplish in the middle. And you're going to have things that are going to help you change and things that are going to work against you for the change. As I go through and do this, I've got those two columns. That left column are the driving forces. The driving forces are the things that are going to help me achieve that future state. The restraining forces are things that are going to prevent me from moving forward. When I go through, I'm going to rank these lists, and I'm going to use a tool called the nominal group technique that we'll talk about a little bit more detail later. But it's a way of ranking those lists by voting on them as a team. And that helps us determine how we're going to proceed. So let's look at an example. If I have a plan to upgrade the factory with new manufacturing equipment, I have reasons for that change. It could be that customers want new products, we need to improve the speed of production, we need to raise our volumes of our output, and then we have maintenance costs that are increasing. I have things that are forces against change. I could have loss of staff overtime. If people are losing their overtime, they're not going to be on board with me making this change. I could have staff that are frightened of the new technology, which might also hinder me from moving forward. I could have environmental impacts, costs, and then disruption. It's an important tool for a couple of reasons. First is, anytime I'm making a change, I need to start looking at what's going to hinder me from making that change so that I can take corrective action. And in a lot of cases, it's communication of getting people to understand that change isn't bad. We're going to make sure that people are trained on the new technology. They're maybe not going to lose their overtime, or we're going to compensate them in another way, whatever it might be. But if I don't identify what could go wrong, then I'm not being proactive in making the change occur. And it's going to be much harder to make it happen. When I mention nominal group technique, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But it's a way of going through and voting as a team that's creating this on how important different aspects are. And so I would have a scale, and I'm going to vote on each one as a team to see where my biggest issues are. And from here, I'm going to total those. And in this case, I have 10 points that are going to help me make that change. And I've got 11 that are going to hinder me from making that change. So I really need to go through and determine those big hitters that are going to prevent me from making that change. And I need to make sure that I'm addressing those. And that's going to help make that change easier. Nominal group technique is covered in one of my other videos if you have any questions about that methodology. I hope you enjoyed this video on force field analysis. Thank you for watching.